And now you should be able to hear me. I'm so glad that I just spent the last fucking half an hour talking to myself. Well, not really. I was talking to you guys, so in the end it was worth it. Let me just quickly go over those last couple of points again because they're worth mentioning. Tonight's comment is brought to you by Kasubi from last week's episodes, and they said, from an outsider's perspective, a group of strangers breaking into your house and smashing your decor is unhinged. Thank you for letting us know, by the way, Sweet Pea. This episode comes to you with a trigger warning. Tonight's episode may feature themes that some viewers might find distressing, including descriptions of violence, horror, themes, and potentially some mentions of child abuse. If any of these themes cause you to experience anxiety or distress, I would encourage you to quit watching. We have mentioned it, so keep that in mind. And the same goes to the players as well. We've spoken about this earlier, so we have our safety systems input. Now, let's launch straight into some gameplay. You guys want to play some D&D?
Hey.
Yes.
All right, good. We have a couple of things that we need to go over. First of all, I wanted to quickly reread the note from Strahd. So that
My most pathetic servant.
All right, take it away.
I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark. Sorry, I had the note that my character's reading.
Yeah, no, fine. I was going to read it, but you do you. Go for it.
No, you go ahead, Sen. Sorry.
All right. My most pathetic servant. I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortune spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a stillborn son. Cursed by darkness? Of that I have no doubt. Save you from wretchedness? I think not. I much prefer you as you are. Your dread lord and master, Strahd von Zarovich.
I didn't realize it last time, but Strahd is roasting the fuck out of that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really laying down the law.
I feel like every time we say Strahd's name, there should be a dramatic crack of thunder.
I think so too. And if I was a better DM, that probably would have happened. Or a crow.
That's great.
That's fine. Thank you.
Crow's great.
The
I like
CIS. Dun.
I feel like we're in the Great Family Manor right now, and Strahd's a little bit of a Kendrick Lamar type.
I don't get the reference, but I'm sure it's applicable in this circumstance. So for those people who weren't here for the last episodes, we ended the episode. You guys found a secret room in the library. You found a chest, and protruding from that chest was a skeletal body, and clasped in its hand was the note that I just read. But you find a couple more things in that chest as well, and I think it's worth mentioning because it's just, a little bit of treasure, a little bit of treasure. Who doesn't like a little bit of treasure?
I found the chest.
Inside the chest, you find 3 black leather-bound books worth 25 gold pieces each. Write that down.
Is anyone writing this down?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, cool.
Good.
I'm glad, because I'm not.
All right. Let the accountant handle it.
Yeah.
Also
Funnily
within this chest, you find 3 spell scrolls. You find a scroll of bless, a scroll of protection, and a scroll of spiritual weapon.
That protection is in like protection from good and evil?
Good and evil? Yeah.
No, this is protection. A protection scroll in the 2024 rules grants you protection against a specific type of enemy. This particular type?
STDs?
Sexually transmitted diseases. That's correct.
Sorry, it's just protections.
Just reading the description of this. If you wrap this scroll around your member and engage In fornication, no. It's a scroll of protection against fiends. We can dive a little bit
Same
deeper
thing.
into
Oh
that
my
as
God.
well.
It's ripped for her pleasure. Get it? Because it's paper and you rip it. Ripped.
That's very
for her
good.
pleasure.
Yeah.
That is good.
I can cut that out later. We can cut that in post.
Don't cut it out. That's funny as fuck.
So, using a magic action to read the scroll creates a 5-foot
laughing.
emanation originating from you. For 5 minutes, fiends can't enter or affect anything in the area. However, if you move in such a way that a fiend would be inside the area, the effect ends. As a magic action, a creature within 5 feet of the emanation can attempt to overcome it, which forces the creature to make a DC 15 charisma saving throw, and a successful save. The creature ceases
There
to
were
be
so
affected
many
by the
sexy
emanation.
words in that. Yeah.
Hmm?
Terrible.
The,
Were you wearing your scroll of protection when you overcame it?
just
And
to clarify, DM.
Yes.
Spell scrolls in your rulings. Do people need to be spell casters? Does it need to be from their scroll of magic? Can anyone
like
use them?
both?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
The way that I like to do this and the way that I've done it in the past, if the spell scroll is on your spell list, you can cast it, no worries. As long as the spell is within your ability to cast. If not, I'll get you to roll an Arcana check. The check being DC 10 plus the level of the spell. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, I think that works.
When you say in your ability, it doesn't mean that it needs to be prepared, but it needs to be like a leveled spell that you could cast.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it's
Could it be at
a
any level that you get, like, because I'm a ranger, like I probably won't get most of these. So it doesn't matter if you're at level 2 and it's like a level 5 spell or whatever, as long as you would one day be able to do it.
if it's a
No,
level
that's what
5
he's saying.
spell and you can only cast level 2 spells, you will need to roll an
Can't do it.
Arcana check of 10 plus the spell level, which is
Yeah.
potentially, maybe 5. So DC 15. Does that make sense? Yeah. I don't know if that's the
You
correct
cut
way
out,
of
but
ruling
yeah, it's okay.
it. we'll work it out as we go on. This
It's
is
your way, so yeah.
Everyone, yeah, I think everyone is different. Like, I usually do like a Baldur's Gate kind of thing where it's like, as long as you've got the spell scroll, you can cast it. Like, but they're really hard to get. Like, I don't know. Everyone's different.
Yeah, I just like to be mean. And this is mean, so
Yeah, I know.
yeah, really
He likes to bully us guys.
Really gets me
Pretty
going.
unfair.
So you find that and a scroll of spiritual weapon as well. You guys know how spiritual weapon works. That's not that's fun. I enjoy that. You also find a couple of other things, and I imagine who's going through this?
Right now, Tana is, right?
Yeah.
Thana?
Yep.
All right. Let's talk about the other things you find inside
Ooh, I like other things.
of that box. You find a deed to the house. You also find the deed to a windmill, apparently located somewhere east of a town called Valaki. Both the deed to the windmill and the deed to the house are signed by one Gustav and Elizabeth Durst.
Oh no.
You also find a signed will, also signed by Gustav and Elizabeth Durst. The will, if you were to open it up, details the last wishes of the signatories, Gustav and Elizabeth Durst, bequeathing the house, the windmill, and all material possessions to their children, Rosavelda and Thornbolt Durst, in the event of their deaths.
Okay.
Does Tane share this information with everyone else? I'm going to hand it over to you guys.
Right. There seems to be a It looks like a will. And I hand it back to her. Here you go, William. This seems like it might be your sort of thing. Here's a will, here's some deeds.
Did you find anything interesting in my chest?
Yeah, there's some books as well. And also some spell scrolls. Like this one looks like. Oh, I can cast this one. This is a bless spell.
Do you
Ooh,
need to
I
be able
like.
to read it to use it?
It's got instructions on it, so if you can read, you might be able to do it. There you go.
Has it got pictures on it?
Yeah, there's a pictogram there. Should be right. So,
There you go.
There you go.
I'll push it back to your chest. I'm okay.
So,
Anything interesting other than just paper?
right, I'll be honest. There's a lot of paper. There's a couple books.
Oh, I like
quickly go
books.
through the
What
book.
kind of books are in there?
I like black leather-bound ones. Like, if I had to guess, I'm no expert, but I'd probably say 25 gold each. Probably worth about
Is
that.
it?
Give or take a couple of copper.
You'd say that, William? About 25 gold?
Oh, yeah, I think you're pretty on the money there. Yeah.
What's gold?
Yeah.
We don't understand money, all right? Remember?
We don't understand
In the first one.
silverware.
Yeah, we do not understand silverware or what the DM said earlier in the session. So
Okay.
No,
hang
I
on.
was-
I'm just gonna have a quick look at his body because it looks like it's got some darts in its neck.
We
Yeah.
need
Have
that
a
bird from TikTok who like taps things and is like, troll. And it can tell the difference between things. Haven't you guys seen it? The owner will put things in front of it, it'll tap it, it'll be like, troll.
Nope.
really,
Mr.
Yeah.
Moneyman, we're looking for clues for the dead, right? We have to search around. Does the books have any indication they were found with a dead body? Do they say where the ghost is?
I doubt they're going to give the exact location.
Mr. Moneybags, and I'm gonna like slap our accountant across the back of the head.
I mean, these names don't match up. Aragol was the one that inherited this house, as he said in the tavern, but based on all of this, unless he's changed his name, that's not who owns this. I've got a Roosevelt and Thornbolt would inherit this house, provided the man and the lady passed away, but
So,
we don't know of either of those things that have happened.
who's the man and the lady?
Gustav and Elizabeth.
Okay, so they're who we're killing then. It's talking about death and passing over.
Well, not if they're alive. We're not going to.
Yeah, like as we've been saying, the lights are like there's lights on in the top room. Ghosts
Yes.
don't usually like turn the lights on. I'm guessing.
No, that's
Bingo.
not necessarily true. Ghosts can be bioluminescent.
Sure. And if that's the case, then
I don't know, they emanate a faint, eerie glow from what I've heard, but
well, yeah, and also the lamps might have been left on by the people when they died, and they might have lasted. That's all good, but I think.
ooh, you're no fun. You're no fun.
But honestly, the first time I've ever been accused of that. What do you think, Mr. Man? And I grab the guy that's dead on the chest. What is happening here? I grab the man that's dead on the chest and turn his head and say, I think he's pretty fun. And then when I
That
do
is
that, could I
so
do a-
disrespectful.
Yes, you would like to do a.
I click his jaws together 3 times.
Mhm.
And then can I do a medical check on the guy with the darts in his neck? And like, not medical, I sort of want to work out if this was like someone killed him while he was doing it, or whether it was a trap when he opened it.
Tell you what, roll a comedy check. No, roll an investigation check this time. Roll an actual check that's in the actual book and game.
Here we go.
just to mix things up a little bit.
This is like a first for Tane. I think this might be my first non-comedy roll. It's a 5, so it's a pretty comedy roll.
I mean, there's darts in its neck. You don't see much apart from that. I will say, like the darts, they're not in its neck like it's a skeleton, so it's nothing really for it to stick into. The darts are more like it's like wearing this dilapidated leather breastplate, and the darts are sort of stuck in that. Maybe
Hang on a minute.
up near the shoulder.
Can I have another look at it because I didn't notice that it was a skeleton? Can I have a close look at it? Is there a check that I can do?
Let me get out of the way. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scoot past everyone. Put the books in my pack if William doesn't want them. So,
The plain ones, nope.
Yeah.
I'll
All
handle
right.
the deeds.
while Jem's doing that check, can I just quickly ask William? Right, so we've got the deeds here, and we've got the will, willing all this stuff to these people. If this will disappeared, would it just be who owns the deeds? Like, how does it work?
Yes. It's so provided there's no other legal anything written in a formal manner. It's the whoever owns it. Possession is 9/10 of the rule. They do say. So yes, this signed will obviously is a bit of a inconvenience, but we also don't know if it was Gustav upstairs or Thornbolt or even if it was Aragorn. We still need to find out who that was up there.
Yeah, I think we should do that soon.
Can we go upstairs?
Yeah. I'll allow it. I'm just going to move Christian. There we go.
I typed in the chat, but yeah, while the discussion's happening, Fujin wanders back to the staircase board. As soon as it was discovered that there's just paper inside the box, he's done with it.
Not a big reader.
No.
Before we move on, Fritz, you wanted to do a check of some sort?
Oh, that's fine. Fritz just didn't notice that it was a skeleton until it was being discussed, but that's cool.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's a skeleton. It's got skeletal features, mostly bones. Actually, just bones. Yeah, that's all that it is, because it is.
That's totally not normal, but that's cool.
It's a skeletal skeleton. All right. Shall we take it to the map? I'm going to take it to the map. Let's take it to the map.
Yay.
Boom. Now, you should be able to see I've added your dancing lights to the map. I did notice, Tane, you had 20 feet of light for some reason. I'm not sure why that was. I did remove that. If I was wrong in doing so, please let me know. Fujin, I will say the torch that you lit, so the second torch, probably would have gone out by now. If you want to light another torch, you can do so. But we've just got to keep track of your torches here.
Yeah.
Can you just add bright eyes?
Yeah, I can add bright eyes. Sure.
Is there a reason why I'm outside?
Yeah, me too.
Are you outside? What do you mean?
Have you moved the players across?
Yeah, I should. Oh, whoa! You just suddenly shot off over there. What happened?
Yeah, I can see Tane.
All right, let's put you back
I'm in
over
the
there.
house. I'm fine. I'm next to all the little green ghosts.
All right. Okay, I can see you all where you're meant to be there. People at home can see you as well. So, I'm not lying. I can add. I just have to remember which one's the DM's view and which one isn't. All right, I can add bright eyes to it if you would like me to do so. Where is he?
Tana's gone now too.
That's someone else entirely.
That is not bright eyes.
There you go. There he is.
Bright eyes looks like a blonde baby.
Woof, woof.
Hey, buddy.
There he is. All right, everyone's dancing around. I'll say you've get back in there, Thane.
We've lost
Thana.
Thana.
There you go. Put her back inside.
Alright.
Okay. Grace, you're on mute. So I will say you've basically explored this level in the last episode. So there's really only one way for you to go. There is upstairs, but don't let me play your character. You just let me know what you want to do, and we'll go from there.
Oh, I love that the light's green. That's a nice touch.
You like that? It's fun.
That is so cool.
As they were talking, I would have started wandering towards this staircase, not to go up. Fujin is bored, but not nonsensical, with high wisdom but low intelligence. It's not wise to go somewhere by himself in a haunted house, but he is just going to do a quick perception check while I'm guessing a couple seconds pass until everyone, from the looks of it, is gathering to him. Just to see if he hears anyone upstairs on the floor above this one.
Yeah, man. Roll a perception. While I open another drink.
Ooh,
What
23.
have you got? Ooh.
Yes, it is.
Good roll starting tonight off. That's a good sign.
23. Let me have a look. I will say that you don't hear anything coming from up the stairwell.
Okay. As the rest of you gather, quiet up there as well. Is this the last floor? How many floors was it?
Or
I think we've got 2 more to go.
2 more.
Oh.
Okay. And I'll start. Actually, I will halt for a sec. Mr. Metalman, did you want to go first?
I look at William. Is he talking to me?
I think so. You are the paladin.
You're the only one here wearing heavy
I'm
armor.
just a guy. Tane, everyone. You can call me Tane.
Tane.
And-
We didn't
yeah.
really get too much of a chance to get to know each other.
Yeah, no problem at all, mate. Yeah, I'll go first. And I start walking up the stairs saying, hello?
Tane, you going up first?
I'm going up first. Hello?
Anyone else going up?
Upstairs. Don't
I'll
be
follow
scared.
Yeah, I'll go behind Bill and Thana.
All right, so Tana, someone change your character's name. Tane, you're going up first, followed by Fujin by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Are you heading up right behind him?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm staying close enough so that I can be like side by side.
Yeah, I'll stick with Fujin.
Right.
you s-
Mr. Strahd or Durst, we're coming up.
Can anyone else hear Mod
Yeah.
kind of sounds like he is Cher?
It's really
Auto-tune,
bad.
yeah.
Do you feel
You
love, the love of the Lord?
Strahd, we are coming.
What?
Like he's underwater.
You were perfectly fine earlier, and for some reason you've turned into Cher.
It is funny.
I'm sure, bitch.
It's adding to the
could we
roleplay
have a-
immensely.
Oh,
We haven't had a rest for a long
Yes,
time.
yes,
Would you
better.
rest in a haunted house usually in a game like this?
No.
I wouldn't. No.
Okay, cool.
Choice.
Well, I'll stay exhausted then.
Jem,
It's cool.
Jem, would you
Choice.
rest in a haunted house in real life?
I have before. It's not fun.
Did you get a
Sorry for
proper
another
night's sleep?
time. No.
How about in a world where
hour
ghosts are legitimately a threat that kill people?
And there's
I will
exhaustion
also-
mechanics, and if you don't get a proper night's sleep, you gain an extra layer of exhaustion, not take one off.
Oh no. Yeah, so I'm still
also point
exhausted. It's
out-
been like 3 weeks. So annoying.
Oh, yeah.
Moving
It's been
out
3
for
weeks in real life.
seconds.
It's really only, it's like mid-morning at the moment, maybe 11.
What,
Alright.
what did you say, Mod?
Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I was just saying, like, game-wise, we've literally walked in, had a look around, walked up 2 floors. We've been in here for like 5 minutes.
Hey, we got rid of some
know it's
stuff.
3 weeks. But
Yeah.
like, it would
Fritz
be
is
weird if
done.
we
Fritz is
pulled up for a
tired.
rest now, did not
Two
agree.
floors. I'm ready for a nap.
Oh shit.
Is there
He's
an
a
elevator?
noble, alright?
I've never actually said this.
Where does
but
that dumb
Tane
way
is
to go?
really
Can we just use
overweight
that?
And he's now exhausted and needs a rest. 2 flights of stairs. That's him done.
Yeah, look.
Well, he's a noble, so he's a bit of a bitch.
Hour into the
be
working day, I'm exhausted. I want to go to sleep, so I don't blame him. All right, so Tane leading the pack. I imagine, Thana, you're probably controlling them little dancing lights. 10 feet of dim light each. And they must stay within 20 feet of each other. So they're dancing up
I would
around.
also advocate for them to be blue, if possible.
No, they're green. They're green. We've established they're green and gross.
Oh, I forgot. Yes, they're green because of the thing. Yes, understood.
All right.
They'd normally be blue. Understood.
So I'm gonna go
Okay.
ahead and slap a dancing light up there or two. Pew, pew. But
Yeah, you
Tane,
just move them. That's
you
fine.
are leading the pack. At the top of the red marble stairs, it opens up into a roughly 15-foot wide, dust-covered balcony that overlooks the floors below. A suit of black armor, not unlike the ones that Fujin smashed on the floor below, stands vigil against the western wall, draped in cobwebs and flanked to the north and south by a pair of unlit oil lanterns. There is a door that features a stained glass window depicting a windmill visible in a hallway to the north, and a pair of doors in the southwestern corner of the balcony. The oak-paneled walls of this hallway are decorated with carvings of woodland scenes and trees, falling leaves, and tiny woodland creatures like squirrels and shit. I'll bring you up to that map.
Oh, like over your shoulder, I'll sort of like lay a hand on it. So we're not attacking that statue, the suit of armor.
Right, no, you should definitely go for the throat again. Just in case.
And I'll lunge at it with a scimitar.
Alright, so Fujin, you're pushing past Tane there.
Yeah, and I'm going to strike at the neck of the suit of armor.
Now,
Oh God, make it stop.
having destroyed 4 of these suits of armor just in the hallway downstairs, I imagine you're the most qualified person to take out an inanimate suit of armor.
They call me the scrap man.
So you look back and you say that to your compatriots, you draw your scimitar, only to bring it crashing down on the wolf-like helm of this black suit of armor. And to your surprise, as your sword comes arcing down towards it, the suit of armor creaks and rattles as it suddenly animates and lurches towards you to punch you right in your fucking face. Roll for initiative, ladies and gentlemen.
I told you all. I told you all.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. This suit of armor comes to
Okay.
life and tries to punch Fujin. Roll
All right.
for initiative.
Not one.
I mean, to be fair, he did
14.
have it coming.
You really did. And you were
had it coming.
Fujin, how did you know? How did you know?
All right, I'm going to put Fujin right in
I'm
front of
lucky,
it.
that they always say that.
I'll put Tane there. Fritz, you said you were right behind. Thana said you were behind.
Yeah.
And Bill Iron Dancer, you were bringing up the rear. So that's where you are.
And
It's
Bright
dim
Eyes is
lights.
somewhere in there.
And it is our
There's
first.
Bright Eyes in there.
Bright Eyes is downstairs somewhere. Do you want it? Where do you want him to be?
Oh no, he was right behind me.
He was right behind you? Okay, I'll move you back. I'll move you back.
Tane, you're so lucky.
And then I'll put Bright Eyes in there. Bright Eyes, Bright Eyes. You go there.
I'm gonna back to Fritz.
They were all alive. I was just too quick.
All right.
You were. Good job.
Gonna put on some.
Before we begin combat, I would like to do a little tampering with the initiative.
Love that.
Hate it. Okay, what do you want to do?
As soon as I saw it,
I still want to go before. Oh, actually, no. I think that's fine if I sit tight and wait. I am going to switch my initiative with Tane's with my alert feat. As long as the creature is willing, I'm able to do that at the beginning of combat. So I'm going to take a 0, and he's going to take a 23 instead.
Tana, did you actually roll a 0 for your initiative?
I did.
My God. All right. So you're swapping initiative with Tane, let me just find out how to do that. Can I just...
As he goes to punch at me, I'll sort of duck underneath it and like do a bit of a spin, getting ready to sort of shoulder Tane into the statue and go behind him, almost trying to like a basketball player, like use him as like a cover so that the other player can't see me.
All right. Fritz, I know you have the incredible initiative feat as well. Would you like to swap
Yes.
your initiative?
I'd like to ask Bill, do you want to swap?
If you would like to, yes, I'll. Yep.
Yep.
It's up to you.
Yep.
So if you want it.
And, yeah, sure. And I'd like to also put Hunter's Mark on before we start, because I saw it. Can I do that?
No, that'll be part of
God
our
damn it.
initiative
All right, no
order. Nice try, though. Nice try. Got to commend you
Thank
for trying. All right. Round 1 of the first combat of Beckoned Blackest Night. Let's see if I can kill one of your characters right here, right now. First up, Tane Nui. What do you do? You see this suit of armor suddenly start to rattle to life, bring back its fist right before it smashes Fujin in the face. What do you do?
Oh, yes. I'm going to do something fun.
I like that.
I'm going to cast a little spell I like to call Divine Favor.
Divine Favor. Talk to me about Divine Favor. What do you do?
Divine Favor, and it's a little bonus action. Until the spell ends, your attacks with your weapon, which is a longsword, deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage on hit. So basically all this is Tane holds up his shield and sword and bangs them together, and the sword begins to glow a little bit. And yeah, so I'm going to cast that.
Lovely. Nice little bit of extra damage type.
How long does that last for?
Oh, man.
A minute, I believe.
Okay. So you get extra 1d6 of
1d.
damage. Keep me honest, because I can't remember that. All right, is that an action to cast that?
Bonus action.
Bonus action. Okay, that's a shame.
Then I'm going to attack with my longsword, and I do have the mastery of longsword.
Whoops.
They get advantage if you hit them?
Yeah, they get disadvantage if I hit them.
Disadvantage. They get advantage if you hit them. Buffing the enemies. Sorry.
Please give my
You're right.
creature advantage if you
19
wish.
to hit.
A 19 to hit. That is a hit, unfortunately.
And that'll be 6 longsword damage plus just 1 radiant.
So 7 points of damage to my poor creature. Let me have a look here. Is it immune to your bullshit? No, it's not. That's unfortunate. All right, so 7 points of damage. All right. That goes through.
And yeah, so am I, like, as I'm attacking, am I able to just move sort of along to get out of the way of everyone?
Yeah, so you could move 5 feet towards the west. That'll open up a spot for someone to move in and get within range of this creature. Alternatively, you could move through Fujin's space, since he is a willing ally, and get around the other side. And that will open up a couple spots for people to move into. What I will say, for those people who are moving up the stairs is going to be considered difficult terrain, which means you will be moving at half speed. However, if you want to move at full speed, I'll allow you to make let's say an acrobatics check. Make it DC 12, and if you succeed, you can move at your normal speed. If you fail, it'll still be you'll fall prone, and if you critically fail, if you roll a 1, hey, you might fall down the stairs, but that won't happen, will it?
Never.
Surely not. No one rolls a 1 in this.
So yes,
I rolled a
moved
1 for
past with my
initiative.
shield and sword, slash into him,
Only
and
one.
sort of push through between Fujin and him to get to the other side.
And I like to
Ready to-
imagine this as like you sort of pirouette with a master cut with that longsword as you like push past Fujin, whang, and sparks fly off this suit of armor, sort of lighting up this room for just a moment before they bounce across down to the stairs to the boots of Fritz. Imagine that's the end of your turn. We can move on to Fritz.
Yeah.
All right, Fritz, you are next in line. It is round 1 of the first combat of Beckoned Blackest Night. Don't let your compatriots down.
I'm still trying to get out of the ruler. Ow.
Just press the select button in top left corner.
Oh, yep. Okay. So Fritz has enough movement to move up next to the suit of armor, and not Bright Eyes is going to follow him, but he's not going to give him any commands yet.
Okay, then
Is that okay?
I would say Bright Eyes. Yeah, we'll probably try and stay at your side. Yeah, I'd say that's all right, but he'll move into that spot just to the north of Fujin, more than likely.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, then he will command Bright Eyes, and he's going to say attack. If he's going to do that, he may as well.
Well,
so that is my action, but I'm going to have to do animal handling, aren't I?
Okay, I'm just going to move Bright Eyes back to where he was until it is his turn.
Okay.
So you can use your action to make the animal handling check. And I'll say it's a DC 10 for this one. Just asking him to attack something that's attacked your friend.
Do it. Yep. 20.
DC 20. Okay, that's a success on Bright Eyes' turn. He will do as commanded.
Yep. Okay, good. Then Fritz is going to move so that he's within 5 feet of Fujin. I'm finding the spaces hard.
Yeah, I would say if you are there, you are within 5 feet because you are within 5 feet diagonally.
Awesome. Okay. Then I am going to try to do I'm going to do Hunter's Mark on him. Actually, no, I'm not going to waste it. I'm just going to hit him. Nah, I'm just going to hit him.
Just going to make an attack here with your offhand weapon.
Yep.
Pretty sure you can. As a bone action, roll to hit.
All right. 15, 19.
19 is the same as what Fujin rolled, so yeah, that's going to be another hit.
Yep, and then now I do for damage, yeah?
Yes, now roll me some damage.
Yep. 7, but take away 2. So it's 5.
5 points of damage.
And then he is going to... Next time I'll have Vex if I hit again with that.
Okay.
I think that's my go done, isn't it?
So you've used your action to command, bonus action to make an attack with your offhand. You've made a move. Yes, you still have your reaction, but if it comes to that, we'll know about it. Okay. Moving on. Third in the initiative order. Just for a quick breakdown, we have Fritz towards the north of the suit of armor, Tane towards the south, Fujin towards the east, all within 5 feet of this creature. We have Bright Eyes, Thana, and Bill respectively on the stairs. Bill, I'm going to say from your angle down the stairs, you can't really see what's going on.
That's okay. I will say that he'll do a little half speed, try and get in front of Bright Eyes.
Okay.
Give him a little bit of vision on what's actually going on.
Let's say 10, 20... Ooh, so 10, 20, 30 feet.
Which is the extent of my movement.
Yep.
And then looking at this, how do you feel about using my action to cast a history check to see if my parents ever told me a story about fighting a monster like this?
I love it. I love it. Thank you. I really appreciate someone using their action to do something other than kill my creatures. Roll a history check. I'm going to say the DC will be 10 plus the creature's challenge rating.
Is the challenge rating 0?
I'm going to say no, it's not, unfortunately. You have not heard of anything like this before in the past. I will say, you knew this house was haunted, Could this be the haunt which Adigal spoke of? You're not sure. Maybe, maybe not.
Well, in that case, would you consider that my action or not?
Seems kind of harsh to make that be an action. I will. You know what? I'm gonna say this right now. Knowledge checks. Let's make those a bonus action. I think that's fair.
And then, so what I'll do is, who's coming up first? With that, Fujin, attack its knees. I don't think it'll be able to stand without its calf plate there. And cast the aid. Use the aid action.
Use the aids action. Is that because you didn't have the scroll of protection?
I don't have the scrolls. Tane has them.
Oh. Oh, well, that's why. You should have used protection. Maybe you wouldn't be in this situation. Who knows? I should have done my due diligence, but I haven't, and I quickly need to look something up. Let's have a look here, because it is my creature's turn, if I'm reading the...
No, it's Bright Eyes' turn.
Is it? Where?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, son of a bitch! His name's not coming up in my stat block. That's why I didn't see it was his turn. Fine. Okay, it's Bright Eyes' turn. I will allow you to go ahead and move him and make any actions that he would like him to take.
Okay, so he is going to move. He's got enough movement to move right up between Fritz and Fujin. And then he is going to try to attack. He gets advantage because he's within 5 feet of an ally and the creature.
That is true. Okay, so he's moving up to there. Yep. Does he have the movement? So he's got 40 feet of movement, I believe. So
he does. Yep, and it was 15 feet.
All right, roll to hit.
All right. 16 or 20. And then I'm going to roll again just in case I get better. 22, about the same.
22. Yep. Unsurprisingly, that is...
Okay.
That's a hit.
Yep. And then he's going to roll for piercing damage, which is 7. So, is this creature medium or small, or is it large?
Gargantuan. No, it's medium. It's a medium creature.
Okay, well, it's now prone.
It's prone. Okay, the creature has fallen prone. Huge!
It doesn't need to make a strength save, it's just prone?
It just says here, if the target is a medium or smaller creature, it has the prone condition. It's from the Monster Manual, 2024.
Go ahead and put the prone condition on my creature.
Oh, look at the picture! Oh.
Yeah, it is.
And
it's just prone. That's so good.
Did you say 7 points of damage?
7 points of damage. And Bright Eyes is going to look at Fritz and be like, look what I did. That was freaking awesome. I got the first hit. He's pretty proud of himself. Out of us two, he got the first hit in. That's pretty amazing.
Yes. So this dog sinks its teeth into this creature's calves. Some of that armor begins to crumple underneath, and you start to realize that while the armor is intimidating, not unlike the suits of armor that were downstairs, mostly it's ceremonial in nature, not very thick, not very protective. And you see this arcane energy that's sort of swirling within this suit of energy start to lose some of its vibrance as you all just brutally stand around and beat the living shit out of this thing. I imagine that's the end of Bright Eyes' turn.
Yes, yeah, it is.
All right, coming back around. Now it's my monster's turn. What do I want to do? So many options. Oh, it's been so long since I've been able to control one of these monsters, and I don't know, it's just so many fun things I can do, especially with the new rules. Do I want to slam one of you, or do I want to?
We're still focused on It was still focused on me, correct?
Does it want to do something more fun? Let's find out. That's 20.
Don't forget you're prone.
He is prone. That's true. Oh, that could make a huge difference here. All right. It's going to use half its movement to get up. All right. Then it's going to... Yeah, it doesn't like you, Fujin. Doesn't like you at all. You broke all of its brothers and sisters in the landing downstairs. I'd heard that happening. It was like listening to a massacre.
Next.
And now it wants a piece of you. So it's going to make a slam attack against you, Fujin.
If it's going to do that,
Oh,
I'm going to use interception as well.
Well, it might miss because the first one's going to have disadvantage. I don't know if it has multi-attack,
Aha.
but the first attack is going to have disadvantage because of Tane's longsword mastery.
That's all right.
So hopefully it misses.
That's all right. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's roll some dice here. So first attack against you. That's a 9 plus 4. It's a 13 to hit. That's going to be a miss.
That is a big fat miss.
That's a miss.
Didn't even roll with disadvantage.
No need to roll a second roll there because it misses. Second attack, it's going to do something a little different.
Oh, it does have multi-attack.
As you bring down your sword, it goes to punch you. I imagine you sort of slip that punch. It misses entirely, and then it tries to wrap its gauntlet around the back of your head. I'm going to roll another attack here.
Can I impose disadvantage with my protection?
It's happening. We're doing the beatdown tactic.
You
I'm
can.
really wanting him to hit me because you can give him disadvantage, and then if he still hits, we can interception it. Oh, this is chef's kiss.
I'm going to roll that.
Look at Grace.
Gonna roll that
team
dive
defense.
again. We'll come around to you, Grace, eventually. All right. That
Dude's
was
not even doing anything. I'm just basking in teamwork.
that was a 23.
Oh,
The second roll, 7. So that misses. Its attempt to grapple you was unsuccessful, which means that is the end of the creature's turn, I think. But yes, yeah, that's going to be the end of the creature's turn. There's nothing else it can do here. Thana, you are up. What would you like to do?
So, from what you said before,
Mm-hmm.
you said it arcane energy. I just
Yeah.
want to clarify what you said.
Mhm.
Is that correct?
Well, when I
Yeah.
say arcane energy, what I mean is the opposite of whatever's useful for you is what I meant.
So, I'm just thinking.
It's like this black swirling mist inside of this
I-
suit of armor.
that's why we need a
I
protection.
want to check. I want to check and see if it's undead.
You will have to make a check, not unlike your good friend Bill Iron Dancer. That will be a bonus action to do so. Do you want to do that?
Yes, please.
All right.
Can I use religion?
Arcana.
It is what I'm good at.
Arcana.
But it's what I'm good at.
I know, that's why I'm not letting you do it.
Damn it. I never get to do anything fun.
Yes, because historically I've been very cruel when it comes to allowing you to do things that are completely outside of the spectrum of rules.
A-hole.
Moonbeam. Okay.
For instance.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, good news is you've still got your action, because that was dog shit.
You know?
Okay, so far tonight I've rolled a nat 1 and a 3.
Well,
And now with your action, it's all about redemption.
I need all the help I can get here,
And we're-
so I
and
appreciate
we're
it.
These is
exhausted,
all about
Grace.
it's threes. If you get another shit roll, that's 3 shit rolls. It's fate.
And we're
And
exhausted.
exhaustion.
And
I
you're
forgot about
exhausted.
that.
I forgot about that too. Let me go back here.
So, here's the thing. You're actually not supposed to ask for extra homework, you fucking narc.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Thank you.
give it 5 points of 5 points of damage back. Thanks for reminding me, Gemma. I appreciate that.
No, what do you mean 5 points of damage back?
Because you were exhausted, you had a -2 to your attack with the hand axe. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough to hit it.
Really?
anymore.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
bullshit. Do you know what? I'm not telling you again. That's it.
Yeah, that's why you don't ask for extra homework.
Oh no, it was always that person. I'm not going to change.
What's Thana's action? Are we gonna see a spell?
Yeah, you know what? So
She's gonna take me.
she's gonna move to the top of the stairs and fucking cast radiant damage on Fritz. No, I'm kidding. On the set of armor, she's going to cast. Actually, you know what? She's gonna use her 10 undead.
All right. Yeah, using a turn undead. Talk to me about turn undead. What happens?
I'm gonna have to look it up because I've never played a cleric before.
So you're
What?
using turn undead without any idea of what it actually does.
I know what it does in Baldur's Gate.
Is this Baldur's Gate or is this Beckoned Blackest Night? This-
Hang on. So you present your holy symbol and censor undead creatures. Each creature of undead choice within 30 feet of you must make a DC 13 wisdom saving throw. Creature fails to save, it is frightened and incapacitated for 1 minute, and for the duration, it tries to move as far away from you as it can.
Oh, that's fun. All right, so as your action using turn undead, tell me what does that look like, just briefly.
She's going to take out her amulet and flash it at him, and that's it.
And there doesn't seem to be any response from this animated suit of armor. Did it
Well,
fail?
it's not dead,
Did it
so I don't
succeed
care.
on its saving throw, or is it not undead? Yes, Gemma.
Can I ask?
Yes.
I got 19.
Yep.
Is its AC 17?
If it was 17 meets it beats it, so you would have hit. So it's obviously if a 19 was a hit and a 17 was a miss, we know that its AC is 18
Thank you, Christian.
or a
Yes,
19.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm just not sure what happened. Okay, because I got 7 slashing damage as well.
Yes, but it was.
Oh, no, I didn't. I got 5.
Yes.
God damn it!
Correct, it
Yeah,
was
all right.
minus 10.
Math.
So-
Anywho.
Tipping my hat here a little bit, yes. We know what its AC is now by matter of deduction. We know what we have to roll
Well,
here.
do I get a bonus point for telling you what was happening?
You got
Aw.
confused. I clarified it for you, Jem. Don't steal my thunder.
No.
Grace,
no,
if you
I
have
said
any-
telling him that we were exhausted.
Remembering
like,
that
pure
you have the
honesty.
exhausted,
Like,
I-
surely that's something.
I do appreciate that. Letting me know when it's your turn would be better.
Next time, if I tell you in the past, whatever's done is locked in. That's it.
No, I can't remember.
Jeff.
Look, I can't be expected to remember every single
Yeah, no.
condition that every character has on
There's
this.
like a person heaving on the floor next to my person.
All right, so
is it my
I missed
turn?
that.
this creature is
I
no
think
longer
it's Grace's turn
prone.
still, isn't it?
Thana,
No,
you tried to
they're
turn
not ability,
undead. It doesn't seem to affect this creature. You've used your bonus action, your move action. That brings us around to Fujin with a 0 on his initiative because he swapped with Tane. Fujin, this creature tried to grapple you. What do you want to do?
We're just gonna slash it with everything. I have advantage on the first of my 3 attacks thanks to Bill saying go for the knees, and I'm going to do just that as I've got allies on sort of flanks of it at the moment. I will move down to this square, sliding across the ground. I will move down to this square, Jesus. So that I can hopefully get flanking as well from Fritz. Do you count it like that? Does it need to be complete opposite sides, or is it like 3 and 3? How do you rule?
I usually say it's directly opposite, to be absolutely honest with you. I just think it makes it easier for me, to make those determinations.
I am chill with that. And I'll still move 2 there as part of the attack. Won't do any takes backsies. And the first attack is going to come in with a scimitar with advantage.
Attacking with the old scimitar. Mixing things up here.
We have 219, so a 21 to hit with the first attack.
Yep, that's a hit.
I'll do all the attacks and then I'll just add all the damage up together. After that, I'm then going to whip around and just try to clip a small section of its body with Nick, making my extra attack that the light property gives as an action rather than a bonus action. So another attack roll. That one is a 13. I'm guessing the Nick misses.
The Nick does miss.
And then finally, I'm going to, planting my hands and sword on the ground, lift my back end of my body up, and in one sort of like graceful movement in this spin and slash, attempt to crack it across the back of its helmet with my heel as I'm moving south.
Are you just doing straight up capoeira?
Sort of like a handstands, a kick to the back of this thing's temple.
Eddie Goro style.
With a unarmed strike, which is going to come in for a... Oh, some unlucky rolls for those other ones, a 10. So only the first one hits, that's fine, because I still at least proc my sneak attack. Yeah. So it's going to be...
Talk to me about damn.
8 for the first one, and sneak attack on a 6. I'm going to re-roll the 8 from the scimitar because I have savage attacker. I can re-roll 1 dice. So we have a 6 plus... Okay, no, I'll keep the 8. So 6 plus 8 for...
we'll go with 6?
14 points of... Yeah, 14 points of... No. 14 points of damage from that one first scimitar as the other attacks more so just like crack against metal, not being hard enough to pierce.
All right. A juicy hit.
Fujin.
1 hit, but a juicy hit. That brings to the end of round 1. Back to the top of the initiative order. Tananui. I know the combat tracker says round 3. It's round 2, and we're top of the round. What would you like to do?
Well, I want to take the pointy end of this here longsword and put it into that thing there. And then I swing my little glowy sword towards him. I'm like, right, I'm going to move over here. And I try and do a little bit of capoeira. By that, I mean...
-1 dexterity.
Nudge it into the wall and then come down on it.
Let's roll a check and see if you accidentally hit Fujin with your capoeira. No, it's a... All right. You have a longsword, right? Do you have your shield out at the moment?
I do.
You have to, yes, of course. All right. So taking a little 5-foot slide up to the northeast, putting yourself
some good rolls.
Right up next to it.
I'm good at the sword bit.
Towards the east. Rolling a 20 to hit. That is unsurprisingly a hit. Rolling 6 points of damage.
Oh, and another 1.
So 7 points of damage. All right, very good, very good, very good. It's not dead. It's not looking great. Let's say you knock its gorget or gorget off, depending on how you want to pronounce that.
Now's the point where every paladin has to decide whether he's going to drop a divine smite to finish it off, or whether he lets the other players shine. And I think this is one of the moments where Tane is he's slashed, he's got his shield up ready to defend his friends, and he ends his turn.
All right, ending your turn there. Done another good little hit. That brings us to Fritz Longview. Fritz, this creature, suit of armor, thing, whatever you want to call it. It's taken a fair bit of damage here, but it's still standing. What do you do?
Okay, so I am going to hit it with my short sword. So I'm going to try to hit it first.
Mm-hmm.
that's a miss.
That's a miss. Unfortunately, you bring your short sword up, you go to impale the thing, but let's just say as Tane Nui swipes his longsword, knocks the gorget off, it sort of rattles backwards from the force of that attack, and your short sword shrang, just pierces through the wall right behind it.
Yep. All right, well then I'm going to use my hand axe, but I have advantage because I have Vex.
Yes, that's right. That works until the... Oh, does it say your next attack, or does it say...
Yeah, the end of my next attack.
Vex does say if you hit a creature.
Yes, so I hit it last time with my hand axe.
That's right.
No, you missed.
So now I'm trying to use my bonus action.
Oh, that's right.
And I
No,
hit it,
Christian is correct
stop,
because of
damn
the...
it.
Woo!
For fuck's sake!
My suit of armor lives to
Alright,
see another day.
Okay, so I missed both then. Fuck this. Anywho, and I actually take 2 away from both of those anyway, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
a 9
exhaustion
and a-
doesn't go away soon. I'm gonna lose it. I made a mistake right at the start. This is absolute bullshit. Anyway, my wolf can do my fighting for me apparently.
That's why I have a
So
dog.
Fritz just looks and just puts his head in it, like in his hands, and just looks at everyone. He's like, "I'm sorry, I'm not usually this bad. I'm so tired."
William, now we've got him pinned.
I'm gonna
Use the
say
mighty fireball.
Not said anything.
you're...
Oh, I can't. That's not within my.
No.
That's not within my. No, I prefer to tell people.
Yeah, I
Ben's
would...
got a lot to watch out on.
I've got a lot going on.
That's what
I said to
she said.
Gemma earlier, I've got almost 7,000 words worth of notes that I got to keep track of here. So I will need y'all to sort of keep on top of what conditions you're currently suffering from, because it's going to be a lot for me to...
I wish I hadn't of. Would have
keep
been a
track
very
of.
different fight.
It would have been. It would have been. But this is the situation, and I
Okay.
appreciate the honesty. I
I don't.
Moving right along here, I'm going to say your hatchet just glances off the side of the armor. You do hit it, but it's a glancing blow. Doesn't do any damage. But I'm sure the accountant has something he can do here, right? Maybe he can, I don't know, do its taxes for it or something?
William, now we've got it pinned.
And he looks around. I'm not sure exactly what you want me to do here. Bright Eyes, I think it was. Double
Yes.
down on where Fujin hit there. I think it's going to collapse onto one knee if it takes one more hit on that knee. And he's going to use the aid action for Bright Eyes.
All right, using the
Okay.
aid action again.
Which I just realised was a waste because it's got pack tactics.
It's
but
good.
still, it's fun.
Tactics. I didn't want to ruin
I'll
it
tell you
for
what. Do you have a
It was
point of...
more, it was more if it was next, so...
Can he roll
Yeah,
3
yeah.
times?
Do you have heroic inspiration?
I do not.
Do you want it?
I do.
Too bad. No, you can have it.
Yay!
Give yourself a point of heroic inspiration, because I do sincerely appreciate the level of what's the word I'm looking for here? Like consistency when it comes to roleplay. Yes. Very much. I appreciate that. Okay, is that the end of your turn, or
Yeah.
end of your turn? All right, bringing us around to Bright Eyes. Chance to redeem yourself here, Gemma. Bright Eyes
Well,
is not
Bright Eyes, man.
tired.
Bright Eyes is gonna look at Fritz like, you suck, and roll an attack roll.
Okay.
He's got 13, which is a miss.
Yep.
And advantage.
But
With
And
advantage.
Yay!
Dirty 20.
All
Chuck him in
right.
the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
And then he is going
Come on,
to
big
roll
damage,
for
big damage.
damage. 6.
not too
It's
bad.
not too bad. And prone
6
again. Prone again.
points of damage. Give me one moment
And
while I
prone.
try and find my dirty 20s. I can't find them. Where are they? There they are. Boom, 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 boom. Dirty 20s. Thank you to Liquor Witch for those dirty 20 emojis in the chat. Drop them in there. I'm not going to worry too much about the prone condition. Instead, I'm going to give it the dead condition. Tell me how Bright Eyes kills this
yay!
suit of armor.
Well, he jumps on it and rips its throat out if he can. Rips its... so rips it in the throat.
Fabric
And
sprays
then-
everywhere.
Yeah, fabric sprays everywhere. And then he just looks at Fritz, just shakes his head, and puts one paw in the air like, I'm the best. Because, like, that's just Fritz did nothing. He was absolutely useless, and they have a really nice rivalry. So, yep, the wolf, the wolf did well.
Good call there, William.
This suit of armor
Fucked up.
collapses down to the floor. Pauldrons, gauntlets, gorgets, helmets scattered across the floor. What do you want to do?
Level up.
Do we level up?
Get the fuck out of here. Just be glad you're level 2.
Right. Let's get this lit up, and I take out a tinderbox and light up the 2 oil lanterns that are just over the armor.
Fujin is going to take a step forward
There's more of them.
and Sparta kick the door in front of him.
Smarter kick the door in front of him. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead. Let's pause it
Because
there.
there's a few doors.
Yeah, let me hit the pause button. Let me get a little bit of a narrative description of what everyone else is doing. Fujin is going to go kick that door open. There is a hallway towards the north. There is that... Are you kicking the door in the western wall or the southern wall, Fujin? Just so I'm clear on that.
I've already opened it.
Alright, so the western wall it is. Boom! Kicks open the door. Breach and clear. Fujin, you see a room. Dun dun dun. You see dusty shelves lining the wall of the storage room. A few of the shelves have folded sheets, blankets, and old bars of soap on them. A cobweb-covered broom leans against the far wall. Thana, Fritz, and Bill, Iron Dancer, what are you guys doing while he kicks in this door? Talk to me.
Well, at this point, Fritz is still just like, what the fuck? But Bright Eyes now has a renewed confidence, so he's just walking straight up to behind Fujin. It's like, yeah, coming. And then Fritz will be following as well.
Bright Eyes moves up behind Fujin.
But I can't grab him.
Fritz can move up behind Bright Eyes. Thana, Bill, making your way up to the top of the stairs. Alright. You guys move up to the top of the stairs. I'm going to put you up there, like that.
Bill's looking around, finding it awfully strange that the first 2 levels were clean, and this is not.
You already have a point of heroic inspiration, don't you?
Yes.
Who would you like to give heroic inspiration to?
Well, because I missed her birthday, Gem.
Well, technically you did. You're not wrong.
No, Grace, I do what you say you.
Alright, Grace, go ahead. Give yourself a point of heroic inspiration. Bill, a very good point. You did notice that the 2 floors downstairs were in pristine condition, almost like they had been recently cared for. This upper landing is covered in dust and cobwebs clinging to the ceiling, rafters, and walls.
And so this is like Tane and I were talking on the floor below. We have to get upstairs because it's where the people who own the place live. But this is like now it's like, oh, where are these people and why is this so dusty? But I don't know what to make of it yet. Or Bill doesn't know what to make of it yet. But I think he might even point out to Tane, is like, Tane, look, do you notice how dusty it all is?
Right, I was
May doesn't
thinking
come
the
up to level
exact
3.
same thing. Like, how did they get to the top level to put the light on?
Fujin, you notice an empty storeroom, apart from what I described earlier. A broom, some soap, some towels, linen, and the linen looks moth-eaten. There's like a musty smell that emanates from this room as you open up the door. And as you kick the door in, there's like a cloud of dust as well. And you can see the light sort of filter in, that sick green light from the dancing lights. But otherwise this room is empty.
The cowards hide.
And I'm going to sort of do a pirouette and then back kick the door to my south.
You know, I should be getting you to do attack rolls against these doors. But I'm going to say they're flavor ways of opening the doors.
You need to get him to do a dance check.
A dance check.
Because he said pirouette.
Boom!
Check for position 1.
That door opens up. You notice a couple of things.
Big room.
You can see from the light filtering in from the lantern that Tane lit earlier. You can see this room continues on for about 15, 20 feet. You can just see the edge of a bed against the southern wall. There's a window. You can see some dim light filtering in through that window. And from the light of the lantern and the dim light filtering in through that window, you can see those motes of dust dancing around, disturbed by your Spartan kick. You can see an end table in there as well, and a door in the western wall. What do you do?
Unlike the cupboard, I can't see the rest of the room, so I'll start walking in. A quick look over my shoulder sees that in this very army-esque line almost, we've got the 3 wolves with me, Fritz, and Bright Eyes. And so yeah, I'll with the pack ready, start heading down this small little entryway into the room.
I'm gonna unpause the game here for a moment. Find it. There it is. Okay. You should be able to move yourself into the room now, if you wish to do so.
Now, Bright Eyes has anyone seen like Balto, like the movie about the dog who's really proud of himself? He's walking like he's prancing pretty much after Fujin.
When I get to the first door, sort of looking in, seeing just the bed and not much, out of boredom again. Maybe they're not, and I'm just gonna open the door to my right as I'm walking in, like a person opening a cupboard quickly.
As you enter that room, you can see more of that light filtering in through a pair of windows in the southern wall. You can see that this is a bedroom, and it's choked with dust and cobwebs, not unlike the hallway to the north. There's a large bed against the southern wall, like I said, flanked on either side by a pair of windows and end tables. Now that you're in the room, you can see that some of that light filtering in through the window is reflecting off a full-length mirror with an ornate wooden frame laid into the northern wall. And that frame is carved to resemble ivy and berries. Besides the mirror, you can just make out in the darkness a corner of a wardrobe against the northern wall. And that's all you can see. However, you can hear something as you enter this room. And as you get closer to that door...
This first one on my right?
The one on your right, yes. You feel like you can hear the sound. Is that the babbling of a baby? Coming from through the cracks in that door. What do you want to do?
I'll open the door. I was already going to anyway, out of boredom. Now it's more a little bit of like curiosity, like, oh, was that really it? Come on. And I'm gonna, open
Can
the
Fritz
door
light a
and hear the
torch?
noise.
Yeah, I can say while this is happening, Fritz, you could light a torch if you wish to do so. I can chuck that.
I mean, you also do have the dancing lights.
There is the dancing lights. Do keep in mind that the dancing lights do only cast dim light.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to do preset. I'm going to go torch. There you go. Put a torch on Fritz for you, so you got a little bit of light there.
Yeah, that's better.
Fujin. Not
I
unlike
can't.
when you went to open the front door and when you went to grab that longsword that was over the mantelpiece downstairs. Imagine we see this as like a close-up as your fingers wrap around the door handle. You pull down, and the door opens up. And you open that door to what is clearly a nursery. The walls painted with faded pastel colors. Cobwebs cling to the ceiling. Against the western wall, you see a crib. Gossamer drapes hang limply over the crib's canopy, obscuring its contents. From within, you can hear the gentle sound of a babbling baby. I don't know if you can actually hear that now that the door is open. Can you? No?
No.
No? Okay.
Not myself.
Can I just
That's
ask,
fine. I'm imagining it.
would I be cluey enough as a character to possibly remember that a baby had died? Would I have to roll a check?
No, that wasn't that long ago. No, I'd say you probably don't have to
No.
roll a check from that. Your character would remember that.
Okay, well, I'd just say, Fujin, this baby might not be alive.
There's a crib in this room.
Can you hear that now?
And yeah, I guess I'll go to take like the first steps into the room on the wooden floorboards creaking. And is that
Yeah, no, man.
a
You can,
cliffhanger?
you can do that. You walk into the room. You approach the crib. I imagine you're going to have a look inside the crib. I mean, it's complete darkness in here, but Fritz, do you move into the room behind him?
Yes.
All right, so we're...
Greatest evil of all, children. And I'll get my scimitar ready.
Imagine we're seeing this in the flickering light of Fritz's torch as you approach this cot. You approach the crib and you begin to pull back the drapes. The cobwebs cling stubbornly, but they start to give way as you reveal what seems to be a tiny bundle of black blankets nestled among the moth-eaten cushions that line the crib. It seems to be moving ever so slightly. You can hear the sound of that baby babbling emanating from this bundle, this black bundle. What do you do?
Little creeped out. I'm gonna see if it startles the baby. I'm gonna kick the base of the crib.
And as you go to kick the base of the crib,
Oi, shut up.
your shin passes through the leg of this crib. As the rotten wood crumbles beneath the force of your kick, the crib topples to the ground, and that little bundle of black blankets just sort of collapses in on itself. And as it does, a couple things happen. First of all, the sound of that babbling baby instantly ceases. And then, instantaneously, at the very same moment, Fritz, imagine we can see this like a movie. We see the hairs on the back of your neck suddenly stand on end as the heat and the warmth of this room is suddenly sucked out, and you feel a hand on your shoulder, and a shrill woman's voice cries out in your ear, "It wasn't his fault!" And you turn to see this horrifying,
Oh, dear
skeletally thin, almost translucent figure of a woman standing right behind you. And we'll roll for initiative next week. Oh.
Okay. Combat's back to back. I'm loving it.
Combat, back-to-back combats. We went 3 episodes without any combat whatsoever, and now we've got 2 back-to-back.
I just have to attack enough statues and kick enough doors, and eventually we'll start fighting stuff.
Eventually you'll get what you want. Oh, man. I'm excited for this combat. That first one, that was just the entree. Now it's time for the main course.
Yeah, I don't feel safe. That thing's fucked.
And
Yes.
you're next to it, so this is fine for me. I'm chilling, baby.
Right next to it. I'm exhausted. Very dumb. I'm not, yeah.
Let me, I'm
Anywho,
going to throw
I'm
that
excited.
image on the game log for you guys to see. I don't know if that worked. Did that work?
Ooh, yeah, that did.
There you
That's-
go.
Mm.
All right.
That's spooky.
A little bit of
That's a little
spookiness for
spooky.
you guys.
I'll be
And
like, Thana! Thana!
not only
There's actually a ghost!
are we about to launch into another combat, this time with something entirely different, your allies are now, you know, they're not as close as they were last time. They're a little bit further away. And we're facing something that may not be entirely material. So, next
I'm just
combat.
using the ruler here. Thana, you're 20 feet away from Fritz.
Yeah.
Tane, you're about 25, and I can't see Bill.
Next to
Yeah, you
Thana.
can't even see him. And that's,
Ah,
that's the fun of having a virtual tabletop, ladies and gentlemen. I just realized I did. We'll just go ahead and fix that mistake. There we go. That's better. Oh,
Pretend
God.
I didn't see anything.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
oh, was there another thing? Because I didn't see it. Oh no.
So when I entered the room, but I wanted to remain immersed.
I appreciate it. Thank you for staying honest. All right, so we got our first taste of combat. The Blackest Night. How do you all feel about that?
Yeah.
Smashed it.
I'm ready for next week. Next week or next a while?
Yeah. No, it's next week. There'll be a few weeks off in about a month, but
After that.
we may be able to pre-record if we can find some time to.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you leave a comment. Please subscribe, like, share. Share it with your gaming buddies at home. If you're running Curse of Strahd, I wish you all the luck in the world. Yes, Gemma? What would you like to say?
Is it weird that I feel bad for the suit of armor?
no, fuck that guy. Bro tried to punch me in the face.
Nah,
Had
it's,
what was coming.
it's not weird. I feel bad for him too.
Yeah, after you like killed his whole family.
He had a whole
Yeah, like
backstory.
he's just chilling.
Potato.
As you
Every
kill him,
story
like
needs a villain.
like
I am that villain.
a wallet like fell out of his pocket, and you open up the wallet and you find all like pictures of his like family. He's got like a little tiny
Little metal.
suit of armor.
Pants.
He's got a little note from his kid. Happy last day, Dad. I can't wait till you're home all the time.
You find his retirement note folded up in his wallet as well.
Did
Yeah,
you
one
find
day
that
to go.
new kettle from the house?
As Bright Eyes took the final attack, we just heard him say, "I'm getting too old for this shit."
So Sweet Pea also has a very good point in chat too. I think we all agree with it.
You did ask that, and I shut you all down in the meanest way possible.
What about us?
Can we
Like,
level
we're
up
like-
Sweet Pea? Can Sweet Pea level up?
Sweet Pea can level up. You can level up Sweet Pea, and I want to find out
There you
what
go,
sweet
Sweet Pea.
new skills and abilities you got next week as well. So I
We just
want
had a
you.
ghost baby.
did.
Surely that does something. Like, shouldn't Fujin get heroic inspiration? He's just been heroic
Yeah,
everywhere.
I know what it does. It freaks me the fuck out.
Look, yeah,
Yeah, he's been very brave.
that's what I was going for.
I'm just very glad Sven didn't say, "What's everyone else doing?" Because my answer would have been opening those doors. So it's worked out well for everyone.
I thought about
it.
All
Yay.
at once.
If we had more time, I would have done it, but we needed to bring this one to
No,
a
no, we're
close
good. We're good.
because
we're
we
good.
needed to
like
do something.
Yes. We haven't really split the party, and now we do, and now there's a freaking whatever that is, some ghoul.
Yeah, some type of ghoulish creature about to kill you. Hooray! You're about to die. That's great. It's going to be an interesting combat. The situation is a little bit different now. You can't just swarm this thing and beat it to death. And you don't know. It might have some fun abilities as well that you don't know about. Well, we'll just have to wait and see until next week. 8:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I did my research. That is 5 a.m. Sunday Eastern Standard Time. So if you're one of our many fans in the US, you have to wake up early to catch this stream. This is the best way to watch it. If not, you can always catch the VOD on the YouTube. I'll be putting that up sometime during this week. Make sure you leave your comments. And we'll read it out on the next episode. Maybe, if you're lucky. Jem, what would you like to say?
One more thing.
One more
if
thing.
Fritz dies, can Bright Eyes live still?
No. Shit, so.
We'll see.
That's actually kind of up to Fujin, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like...
Will he adopt him? We're going to have to have some
I'll
sort of
adopt
plan.
Custody
Okay,
plan.
cool.
I might kill both
Yeah.
of them. Who knows? We have no idea what's going to happen. But yeah, like, share, subscribe. As you can see at the top of this episode, we have a couple of goals that we would like to reach before the end of the year. That would be fantastic. While we do this stream for the fun of it, I enjoy hanging out with my friends. Any support that you can give us will go a long way. It'll all go back into making, better quality content. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Hopefully we see you all again next week with episode 5 of Beckoned Blackest Night, Twitch's most dramatically named live stream. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Good night.
See you next week.
Good night.
Same time, same place.